沈め永久に終わらせカスケータブリーチブレイブソウルズ。
Alrighty, what is going on, you guys? This is your boy the Dash Masher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we are here with the final novel tier list where we rank every single one of the Campfire and Rudack and Spirits Are Forever with you characters in one whole unique tier list. We did get Mayuri and Conclusion not too long ago, so I figure it's time that I update this once and for all and pretty much end the whole tier list, because I don't think we're going to be getting any more novel characters unless K-Lab plans to introduce more novels that have already come out by far and we get more characters based on them. But for now, I think this is basically it. Won't be updating this until we get a brand new batch of novel characters with original character designs. Like, who knows? The doors are open to Beyond Volstandig with the release of 7th Anniversary Ichigo and Uryu, so who knows? That might happen, and what I stated will pretty much age like spoiled milk, which I hope it does, because hey, it just means that we can just continue updating this list. Now, starting off with power, yeah, no change needs to be made at all here. I think we can just move on and leave everything as is. Tech, perfect. Speed, perfect. Mind, pretty damn good. There's nothing that we need to really do here. And then hearts, we're pretty much all set. There's nothing to pretty much do here, and yeah. Oh wait, I just realized we can update this list if we do get Campfire and Resurrections, but that's only if we get them. But now it's time to go ahead and rank every single one of the characters, and we're just gonna start it off directly with the Beyond Bankai characters that we got during the New Year step-ups. Toshiro's a god. He's by far the second best technique character that we have in the game, plays exactly like 7th Anniversary Uryu, has Frenzy +1 with so many multipliers. He has Berserker 40, with on top of that the 80% SP buff, also has Havoc, Marauder, and Bombardment, is immune to every single status element, and can also share said status immunity. He also has the gauge mechanic like 7th Anniversary Uryu, so once you fill it up, you'll gain 100% Berserker for 10 seconds, and on top of that, will recover 30% of his HP, and also reduce the cooldowns on the strong attacks that have already been used when activating it. But that's not all. The innate abilities also grant him 40% extra strong attack damage when at full stam, and full stamina damage boost of 20% with Sprint +2. So yeah, other than that, this character is almost perfect. He just needed Disabler, a secondary status element to accompany the freeze, because there are some inheritance trials where enemies are immune to freeze, and he also needed, actually that's it, that's all he really needed. If I were to pretty much nitpick the character, just a better second killer, because Squad Zero just ain't it. We have better characters, but that's okay. He's still by far the second best technique character that we have in the game, and I guess Long Stride, but you can just, you know, take your picks within either giving him weakened defense or Long Stride. So he's taking #1 spot for technique, baby. Like, no other way to go around it, and I think he fits the criteria better than Retsu in this case. So, moving on. Up next, we have Beyond Bankai Kaname, which is really damn good. I love the design a lot. The fact that he fuses with his Bankai and his Holo form, it's a force to be reckoned with. And he is also by far the ultimate farmer that we have for heart, basically allowing you to grind up both droplets, Link Stop potions, and super pots. And he's basically a mini 6th Anniversary Aizen, with the fact that he has Frenzy +2, Guard Break plus hit hidden enemies. He also has the Heart attribute character strong attack damage of 20%, and hits pretty damn hard. His kit is basically the same as a 6th Anniversary Aizen, just that he has the 18% shade on that SA1 and not a beam, which is very unfortunate. But anyhow, I think this character really needed a secondary status element, because that's pretty much what's holding him back, and this skill should have easily been replaced by increased status element chance. I'm sorry, but I hate the movement speed with a pure passion. He does have Havoc at 20%, Sprint +1, and freeze immunity via the innate abilities. And again, he has a God Elite kit. Like, there's just nothing wrong besides what I stated earlier, and I think he's by far gonna age pretty well as an actual character. But I don't think this character is better than Spirits Are Forever With You Yoruichi. So where am I gonna rank Kaname? Easily at number 2 for heart, because yeah, he just does have a better kit than Yoruichi, just that Yoruichi is just gonna be better than him in Inheritance Trials, even at 1 of 5. Like, to make full usage out of this character when you don't have killer, he needs to at least be 2 out of 5. So that's the best way I can recommend the character. And finally, moving on to Sajin, this character is a PvP character, easily the best PvP character that we have in the game, completely decimating the likes of Yuha and Chad, and will also be able to kill out Ishin. Now, that being said, because this character is a speed character, you want to take your picks when using Sajin in said battles, because guess what? We still have the likes of Kuriyashiki that can take down Sajin with ease. Even 6th anniversary Aizen and any other SP character is a threat against this character. He will not have a very easy time with killing despite having Flurry plus 2, despite having a temporary extra Flurry, which is basically Flurry plus 3 in his case. So you want to take your picks when using this character in PvP. But other than that, he's still pretty strong. He has a bruiser of 20%. He's also usable in PvE with the fact that he has Guard Break and what else? Yeah, he's immune to Drain and Paralysis, so he's completely countering out the likes of Yuha, Sprinter plus 1. He plays pretty much like Yuha. Like, he has the same kit as him, where he has like an AoE in front, Walking Vortex, and the 3rd strong attack that is full screen, double status elements, which you cannot go wrong with. And on top of that, he can ignore the invincibility characters and also prevents last ditch, which is always something that you would want to have. Now, this character also does not have Captain Killer, but has mainly no affiliation and Human Killer, so in any case, you can use any given captain that has Captain Killer and still kill out Sajin, but the moment he screws you over with the status elements, it's pretty much game over. But that being said, it is a melee normal attacking character, but is a lot better than most of the speed characters that we have in the actual tier list. So where am I gonna rank this guy? Below Jushiro. I think it's the correct placement. Jushiro is still by far the better character for autoing content in PvE. Just the fact that he has Drain, he's got the barriers as well, ranged character, like, he's just gonna be able to do it overall better. But Sajin, there's just no competition for this guy being one of the best mad characters that we have in the game, even more so for Brave Battles. So yeah, I think the number 3 spot fits him quite well. And, yeah, I think that just about does it for him. Now, on to the final characters, being Gin and Mayuri, which are pretty much what I would consider the Fumble the Duo, because Gin, he got a great ass kit, but the skills are whereas Mayuri, he got a great amount of skills, but they decided to fumble his kit. It's funny, but let's just start off with Gin, which in my opinion is the best out of this banner. But like, if anything, yeah, this guy, he's a super pop character. And he has increased status element chance with Frenzy plus 2 and damage to poison enemies of plus 40%. But here's the problem, lads. This is where the good stuff ends, because he only has, you know, poison, increased status element chance, and sadly, in Inheritance Trials, he can get pretty much screwed over by anything when they give enemies poison immunity, thus making you use Anime Uryu or Kakao Society Grinjao in this case. And it's bad because he also doesn't do much damage outside of the fact that for when you inflict poison. Like, sure, he may have Frenzy plus 2 and his strong attacks hit 3 times, but other than that, he doesn't have any Berserker. He doesn't have any full stamina damage boost at all. Like, they literally completely screwed over his skills by giving him coin drop of 70%, which you're not gonna be using, and technique, attribute, character, movement speed. So like Kaname, this guy had a wasted skill, except in Gin's case, it's even worse because we have 2 wasted skills, when this one could have easily been Berserker 40. This one could have easily been Droplets. I'm sorry, but it's stupid. It's very stupid. And he doesn't even have double killers like Toshiro, which is very disappointing. This is literally one of the final Spirits Are Forever With You characters, and they did him dirty. He's got Havoc of 20%, Long Stride, and Sprint plus 2. And his kit, he plays exactly like 6th Anniversary Aizen, so Beam on SA1, 960 Entanglement Vortex, and the SA3. But sadly, this character right here, I'll at least give it that much. He's better than Roka, but he's not better than SAFWY Retsu. So, number 3 spot. That's where I'm gonna rank him. And then finally, Mayuri. Now, I said that they fumbled this guy's hit, but other than that, he is still by far the second best nuker that we have in the game. And for GQ, he's pretty much a must-have. If you have this guy at 2 out of 5, nuking in melee and ranged Arrancar is gonna be very damn easy. And if you guys get this guy 5-5, you can straight up get sub 1 without needing to use other allies. Because look at what he has. He has Bombardment +1, damage to paralyzed enemies and poisoned enemies by 40%, Status Element Spiritual Pressure boost of 80%, with Devastation 40%, and Weakened Defense. And his Soul Bomb literally came close to beating Yama. The only way he would have beaten Yama is if they would have taken away the poison or weakened, and having damage to poison enemies replaced with weakening. I think that way he would have completely decimated Yamamoto in terms of being the strongest nuker in the game. But outside of his nuking potential, sadly this character is basically gonna be doing the same damage as Yamamoto, don't get me wrong, it's still good, but the kit is bad. It's very bad. He plays exactly like Can't Fear Your Own World Shuhei, and on top of that, his SA3 is not full screen and has an elongated cooldown. If you go for, like, in my case, let's just give you guys an example. I use a Senkaimon Chad, Frenzy Byakuya, and 3rd Anniversary Ulquiorra. You want to know how much time it takes for me to use that SA3? Freaking 17 seconds. When it's not even a full screen attack, it plants a trap, which, don't get me wrong, that trap is very freaking strong. Like, it has a very high chance of inflicting a status element to completely screw over bosses and enemies, and it will allow Mayuri to get the 80% SP buff with ease. But in terms of overall general PvE content, it's not that good. And you guys want to know the bad thing about that SA3? You can use it in everywhere but 2 game modes. You guys want to know what they are? It's in Brave Battles and Epic Raids. Now, Brave Battles I can completely understand because it would have been a very toxic way of winning every single PvP match, and this guy would have been completely unfair in the meta, and that I completely understand. But for Epic Raids, when you're mainly trying to get the 80% SP buff to activate for when it comes to these said characters, oh, it's dumb. I don't get it. Like, Awaken Epic Raids are already hard enough as is, so, like, this makes no sense. It really doesn't. Like, Mayuri's already gonna be nuking, so why completely take away the option of using traps in Epic Raids, lads? It makes no sense. It really doesn't. And yeah, again, as I stated earlier, he plays like Kanfero no Chuhei. He has a lunge, which, by the way, it's pretty outdated. 570. The reason why I say it's outdated because we get characters that get like 600 plus radius lunges, 700. Like, look at the legs of 1000-Year Blower Anime Chad. That guy has a much bigger lunge than Mayuri. Or look at Spirits Are Forever With You Toshiro and 7th Anniversary Uryu. Their lunges are literally full screen lunges. And heck, we even have the likes of, per se, the Tech 1000-Year Blower Yamamoto, which has a freaking 840 or 870 lunge. So, like, I don't understand why that's the case. And then the SA2, we got the Suction Vortex, which should have been an SA1. Bro, this guy has a way worse kit than the Mind Mayuri. I'm sorry, but, like, I know a lot of people defend this character, but I just can't. He's just a nuker in Guild Quest, but for PvE, he's just underperforming compared to the likes of SAFWY Kisuke and SAFWY Kenpachi. But he is better than the rest of the power cast that we have right here, so I'm gonna put him at number 3 because that is his only suitable place where we can rank this character, sadly. The only place and nowhere else. If this guy had, per se, the same kit as Yamamoto, I would rank him at number 1. But no, I'm not doing that. Oh, and let me just end it off with this. He needed Captain Killer, not a Ronker Killer. Anyways, rant over, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This was the final Spirits Are for review and Can't Fear World tier list. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos. And let me know if you guys agree or disagree with this list. I would like to know your perspective on how I did this list and everything else. Yeah, this has been your boy the Death Smasher. I hope to see you guys all in the next one, so take care lads. Peace out.